And welcome back to the Dispensary Live, episode 17. We're going to call this the mobile version. We got Brandon and Nikki with us yet. Brandon's dressed up tonight. We've never seen him in a sport coat like this before, so this is
For warmth.
totally new.
It's warmth. It's cold in the office.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys? Nikki?
We're good. We're in Ohio right now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to tell people a little bit about Ohio. How's it going out there?
Well, we're reconning Cleveland. We looked at a lot of spots today, and we like it. We like what we saw. We're going to try and proceed moving forward. Obviously, there's a lot of legislation that's changing up and down here in Ohio alone. And the communities involved, legislations confused, communities in confused. We've got a lot of confused people out there, but I mean, that's why we like to talk about stuff like this in public.
Seems like that seems to be the ongoing thing in a lot of places.
Yeah,
even in Wisconsin.
What constituents vote in versus what the state wants to allow. And Ohio's a lot like Virginia right now, where they've passed things, but then they have no infrastructure to support it.
So
nice.
Before we jump into all of it, let's get a recap of what we all got to cover tonight, because we're trying a little bit of a structure. We want some feedback from everybody who's involved. Plus tonight, we're going to change it up when we start getting to the Q&A. We have people from our stores, which is going to be awesome. We've got Curtis, assistant manager of Pittsburgh proper, and we've got Tyler, the Fredericksburg store manager, that are going to be focusing on the Q&A. And then the whole closing of the show, Brandon's going to be with you and them. So you guys get to run that. So fresh faces, fresh discussion. And as we evolve this podcast and want to move on this, we want to continue to get more staff involved and get more faces up here. So we want to see like how this fires. So this is our trial run. Let's see how this goes. But on top of that,
can I openly invite the people to ask questions leading up to the Q&A?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
No, it may not show. We may not be able to answer to them until we get around to it. So.
Yeah, we'll get it. It's in the second half. If anybody in the middle section, if anybody's wondering. So when we get there, Will, Tyler, and Curtis are going to hammer out some questions. You got it.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Tyler's Mr. T, and Curtis is my Boo Bear. So I think if I call either of them Boo Bear or Mr. T, you guys know who I'm talking about. But then we got to jump into tonight. We got to cover in our timelines. There was a huge article by the American Poison Center about Delta 8 I want to touch base on. We've got 420 events, Brandon. I think that's what you're going to close the show on. You guys are all going to talk about that openly. And we still have some stuff up in the air on that. We've got the King Queen Flavor Challenge that's been hopping, right? We've been talking about that. And then something cool, previous podcast, we talked that we were going to become board members of the U.S. Hemp Roundtable. And guess who is board members at the U.S. Hemp Roundtable? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, me. Will.
So that is, it is official. It is official. And then we've got the ICIA conference coming up too. We're coming back. ICIA, we've got that conference coming back up. So, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
This is the U.S. Hemp Roundtable. Do you want to show it off a little bit, or what is this? What is it all about?
Let's jump into it. So, U.S. Hemp Roundtable advocate for hemp across the nation. It's not a brand-specific thing. It is the advocacy for hemp in all agendas that are being proposed at federal, state, municipal levels, and this is a reference point for people. Nikki, how would you like to chime that?
Just saying that this is what the hemp industry is trying to use to push their legislative views or into making decisions with the government. So we wanted our voices heard and to be part of it.
We want to, as we even mentioned before, it's not about our brand even. It's about the premise of hemp and the purpose of it across the nation. The reason we want to be board members and the reason we want to participate with the U.S. Hemp Roundtable is because even the article that I had mentioned from the American Poison Control Center about Delta 8 and how it's poisonous and how they're saying their calls have almost doubled since marketing of that of Delta 8. They, in their latest article, have references because of children ingestion is the primary cause of these poison calls. Like when these kids they somehow get their hands on it and they're saying, well, it's the labeling, it's coercing. Well, where the hell are the parents? Let's start with that. How are these little kids getting their hands on it? But then they're talking about the labeling and then parents' controls with edibles. Well, parents and edibles, what about prescription medication?
Alcohol.
You guys are both parents. Do you have any beer in the fridge?
Not right now.
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. I have a whole fridge
Brandon,
just
you
for
have a beer in
alcohol. I
your
have a whole
fridge?
cabinet for it.
Oh, I don't.
I think
Shocking. No.
I would love to see feedback from the people watching right now if Brandon does not have a beer in his fridge. That's mind blowing to me. Where's the real Brandon? Can the real Brandon please stand up?
He's gone. He's gone.
Prescription medication. Think about that. I mean, Brandon, Sadie's not old enough, but Nikki, she's got kids running all over the house. If you have prescription medication, which she's not a big fan of prescription meds, but if she did, you lock it up.
Proper storage.
Well, that and teaching your kids. I mean, my alcohol's not locked up, but I have the bar and I have a separate fridge for alcohol. My kids know that's not for them. So
okay, so let's ask real quick. If people are calling the Poison Control Center, what do we tell all of our viewers? What do we tell all of our customers?
Say that again.
Read responsibly.
I saw.
Read
Read responsibly all the time. It's on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Read responsibly. Like, it's right there. And if you're going to participate with anything, calling the Poison Control Center because you're greening out. They're like, oh, our kid's having a hard time breathing. Well, yeah, they're panicking because you allowed your 8-year-old to get high. Number one. And two, we've preached regulation nonstop about the labeling and how to control it, where it's at, how we store it. This all falls. I hate to say it, but we need some accountability on the parents. Like hands down.
So this article, I wonder if it's out there, findable. If you have a link, that'd be great. Maybe throw it in there for people.
Yeah, there's numerous ones out there in different states. Even in Wisconsin, a local news station did a whole freaking broadcast on it, or segment.
I'm with Dog 130. It's all about being a parent. Dog 130, you are 110% correct. It's about being a parent. There's all sorts of stuff, and that goes from firearms to alcohol to drugs. It goes to everything. You can leave the keys, lay on your counter, and if your kid steals your car, it's sort of your fault for leaving that there. You're given that opportunity. You got to be a parent, and parents do need to be held accountable. And, when we talk about accountability, I'd like to take a moment, Kansas City Chiefs fan or not, I would like to give a shout out, or not even a shout out, but our condolences to the families of everybody that was injured in that shooting. That's a terrible tragedy. And come to find out, like, they haven't announced or have spoken about, other than that, it's minors in custody right now. They are juveniles from that incident. Yeah. And Nikki, what you said, it was something outside.
It was a dispute outside of the parade that was happening near the parade that spilled over into the parade. So
yeah, but our condolences, even though we don't operate in Missouri, it's a national tragedy, and I think it'd be rude of us not to even take that and identify and say condolences go to any of our viewers that are Kansas City fans, anybody that's from the Kansas City, Missouri thing. It's just important to say that parenting. Yeah, there's the article on it that just brought up, but condolences go out.
Yeah.
Brandon, you're going to be jumping into 420 later on with our guest. You're going to be, how's the King Queen Challenge going on?
I hear good traction. I heard somebody in here yesterday. If anybody doesn't know, we operate near Green Bay West, and they I saw it work. They weren't going to pick out a particular cart flavor. And they're like, I like this because it makes me try different things. So I got to hear some firsthand stuff. I'm sure some of the guys, Tyler, Curtis, could give me a little feedback on it, but we got some things going on.
Nice.
Me and Trevor were on the news this morning. That was funny.
Yeah. So you guys on the news? Trevor gets a little stage fright. We got a little stage fright in Trevor. We can see it in him. That's twice now. He's like, Well,
Nikki he told me he did the same thing to Nikki, where he kind of looked at her because he didn't know what to say.
Yeah, Nikki just took over talking.
Yeah, he pulled that out.
Well, I hate to cut you off, but we're running out of time. We need all of our viewers. We need all of our customers to start supporting the U.S. Hemp Roundtable. It's not just for our business. It's going to be for hemp across the nation. And that's something we have to jump into right before we jump into this commercial. Do we have the link to put up one more time? Maybe not.
Well, we can put it up at the end of this.
Yeah, we'll put it up. Oh, here it's coming. Yes.
Is it the Hemp Roundtable?
Yeah,
Yep.
the
Website?
U.S. Hemp Roundtable. It's important that we start getting some traction and people understand where to start talking about these proposals and how it needs to be held. And at local stores, we are going to start getting some information out about how to support and how to contact the Hemp Roundtable and the advocacy, but know that we are trying to advocate for the entire nation and the industry. And it is time for us to jump into a commercial. We're going to be back with our special guest. Thank you guys for segment one. We're going to see you guys in a hot second. Maybe. Welcome back. That was a wild commercial.
That was really good. Really impressed with that one.
All right, guys. So we're going to get after this real quick because we're trying to keep these segments right. Look at that. We got Cliff.
What's
Cliff's
going
the
on,
show,
Cliff?
too. Look at that. All right. So, gentlemen, I'd like to introduce yourself, where you're from, what you're bringing to the podcast tonight.
Whoever you want to go first. I'm talking.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm Tyler. I'm the Fredericksburg general manager. You know, we're out here in Virginia representing. We're doing things the way we can. We're keeping everybody happy with amazing customers and just trying to keep everybody safe out here. You know what I'm saying? We need to have some type of option out here, and at least with us, you know what you're getting. You're getting COAs. You're getting educated when you leave the door.
Nice. Boo Bear?
How's it going? I'm Curtis from the downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania store region. Here, you're getting everything good, top-notch products, even better products, something new coming out every other month. Just great products, great everything.
Nice. That's awesome. So you guys are here tonight. We want to answer any questions that pop up. I don't see any big questions right now that are really delayed other than like support at the local stores. Did you guys catch wind of what's going on at the U.S. Hemp Roundtable? Could you guys hear us in that beginning part?
Yeah, I heard you there.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, I think you guys touched on a lot of good points, and I'm glad you're bringing it to the store levels too, just because we have a lot of customers who ask what they can do, and besides bugging our, you know, our governor, which everybody already does, so I'm pretty sure he's ignoring everybody, but being able to actually have some type of, you know, access to do something, I think that's what all of our customers are really looking for.
Well, let's let the viewers, so now that we've got Pennsylvania and Virginia on the horn tonight, you guys are both in states where there is marijuana readily available, either via medical or neighboring states, which are very close. Why do you guys have customers then?
I could say Pennsylvania has customers because they love the product. They love the flower, the edibles, the tinctures, everything we offer. And to be honest with you, they love the comfort of knowing where it's coming from, knowing where we go to the COAs, they can see everything, the knowledge that we have and the trust in that. I feel like it's more the trust they have in us and the knowledge to provide the good products that you guys and everyone provides. You know, it's just being comfortable in what you're purchasing, what you're grabbing, what you're obtaining, what you're intaking, knowing what you're intaking. Because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, well, what's in it? Where can you get it from? Are you guys making it, or is it somewhere else? You know, so just to know and have the ability to know is the greatest thing I could say.
Tyler, do you see Dog's comment there? Dog 130
Yeah,
said,
no, I think COAs should be important. I think more people really need to know about them. You know, not only do we offer it on the website, but we have it in store with the books. And you know, he nailed it. I think that's the biggest thing is people are tired of just going like, only response they get is, well, do you want to get high? I think there's more to that, especially as we get older. You know, I'm getting older myself too, and it got from the I just want to be drooling all the time and kind of what's going on fun to I still want to be functional, but this is kind of my relief. I'm not a drinker. You know, I still want to be able to succeed in life, but I like to get high too. So how can I get rid of some pain and anxiety? So I think having the option in the COAs, I think that we're looking at now, and the amount that we have information, and that what blows people's mind is we have not only percentage, the effects, but then you can go deeper into the analysis, and you know people really trust that, and I think that trust is a big thing nowadays with cannabis.
I agree.
Yeah. So going down these questions while we're here, I'll handle the U.S. Hemp Roundtable one because I don't know how much time you guys have had to research what the roundtable is trying to do. The Hemp Roundtable is trying to advocate for the hemp industry from every type of regulatory products, what can and cannot be allowed, what states are operating, and they haven't really pushed back. Like their biggest push has been to still focus on the growing side of it, the CBD products of it, and trying to make sure that there's a safe, controlled environment for even the hemp and CBD market, right? They're still at sort of like the baseline fundamentals, and we need to ramp that up a little bit. Like, and that's something we want to see our customers, our feedback, and bring in a company of the size of what we operate in, bring that to the table, along with our 1,000 customers a day, getting that client base there. Mr. Sutter asked the question, Tyler, how can customers see our COAs?
So, I'll speak for Virginia right now. You can either walk in store and we all have our books out. We can read our books, or we can go over the website together. I know the website also, if you're going to download the app as well, it has interaction with you. So at any point that if you're, scrolling the website and you're kind of like, how do I do this? We can live chat with you. We can do it in store. We can do it over the phone. So it's at your point, it's your convenience. And that's the easiest way to see the COAs is however you decide is convenient for you, we'll make it happen.
Nice. And then a lot of local growers, DTG has a comment. Do you network? A lot of local growers out there. We love networking with local growers. We do talk to a lot of local growers, finding out what their needs are. It's usually like when people grow hemp, like where do they go with it at the end? But we do focus on definitely networking with a lot of growers and trying to help some of those avenues that get out there. I have a question for you guys. Was Tom not the best commercial I think we've ever seen yet with that bag of weed?
I don't know how we're gonna top it, and yeah, just knowing Tom, that actually just made the commercial even better. So yeah.
Oh, it did. It definitely goes on. Ooh, there's a question. What's going on with the Farm Bill next year? That's one of those questions. We don't have a crystal ball. We've heard so many different forms of it going to either FDA. Congress didn't want to control it. And they've been back and forth on the Farm Bill. Nothing has changed on it yet, even in states where legislation has passed, even here in Ohio. The biggest thing we heard, even driving around today and looking at a lot of Google reviews for dispensaries here in Ohio, they said that bud tenders didn't have knowledge or weren't able to explain a lot of things to the customers. Ooh, what is the round table stance on the Farm Bill? We're not sure on that. That's a really good question, because we are not certain what the stance is on the Farm Bill. We are looking to see what's been proposed for some of the changes. And the biggest thing I can say that I've seen, 1% is what they're trying to push for. So that way it doesn't count as marijuana. So they're trying to go from that 0.3 up to 1%. It'll still be 0.3 for sales, but that 1% is the limit to where they wouldn't have to destroy the crop. And then move it. Yeah. So that's where that's at.
Can I touch base on the one thing you said though about like how they said the people weren't educated? I don't think that they came into any of our stores. As many stores I've been to, as many bud tenders, as many meetings as I sat on. I think it doesn't matter what level we're at. This company is very educated on the products.
Well, and that's what we focus on. Like it's something, Pittsburgh, you guys are killing it, right? You're the new company spear, right? Like you guys just took the tip.
We try.
I know Tyler's been chasing that spear. He's after it too. It's cool that you guys finally get to.
Listen, we tell people all the time, like we're just running our race, But
your education and how you guys handle it, Tyler, I know you guys do as well. It's something exemplary. So when we look at these dispensaries that are here in Ohio, and we see that feedback that the bud tenders weren't able to tell them about the flower or any of the terpenes. That's so disappointing to hear that there's actual dispensaries already here that aren't educating the public on cannabis. So I think that's something huge. And I think both of your stores, I think our stores across the nation, our regional managers, our district managers, our store managers, assistant store managers, all the way down to bud tenders, take a lot of pride in knowing that customers are giving those reviews on education. And I think that's why you guys, Mr. T, you are 20 minutes away from where you can just go pick up any recreational D9 and you have a customer base that you're just killing it.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're picking up. And that's people's concern.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these medical places have a lot of dry herb and flower, and just It's just not good. I don't care. Like, I don't care where you're getting it from, who you have it, or the grower. It's just not good flower. And being able to show people and let them smell it and just get that vibrant, beautiful, pungent smells that it offers, it really helps for people. And they see it and like, you know what, let me get a little more than I was going to get. You know.
And we miss that here in Virginia. I'll tell you that. We miss being able to interact with our customers. But that's where Weeducating comes in handy, because we'll educate you on everything. We know if you want that nice squishy, or if you're looking for that grind up because you don't have a grinder, we got you covered.
Well, and then guys, it's going to be our time. We're going to wrap up. You guys get to bring it home with Brandon. Make sure you guys beat him up on 420, because there's still a lot of controversy of what we're going to do on 420. And that King Queen Challenge, he's looking forward to hearing a lot about it. But don't be gentle on Brandon. This is his first time running it with you guys, so it's going to be awesome, and I look forward to watching it. To everybody else, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and get diggity with us, because we love it. Thank you for watching, and you guys drive this thing home, guys.
All right. Gotcha.
Off to a
Unlike many other terpenes, beta-caryophyllene can directly interact with the body's endocannabinoid system. It does this by specifically attaching to the CB2 receptor and acting as a full agonist. This leads to the suppression of pro-inflammatory cytokines and reduces inflammation, according to an article by the National Library of Medicine.
Whoa. Did you guys see that? That's pretty informational.
Yeah.
Did
You
you
need to
ever
watch more of those videos.
Are we echoing? See, Doug called it a double hearing out there.
I didn't want to call it out. You know, I thought I was high, so I was like, ah.
Well, that was interesting. How's it going, fellas?
How's it going, right?
Dude, great, man.
Nice to
Glad
see
I'm on the podcast. Having a good time representing Virginia.
Hey, PA all the way.
What's this I hear? Yeah, PA taking some cake.
Hey.
Looks like we
That's all right. It keeps the race interesting, you know. I don't want to, Virginia can't always be in the lead, so sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I was like, it feels good. I was like, we just got to hold on to it, you know. And I was like, I don't want to. We run the race, we run the race, but we gonna get it. We gonna hold on to it.
And I want to say this on the stream, you know, because we're live. I don't want to get yelled at by Mama Sarah, but Richmond is really holding it down. I want to give a shout out to Chesterfield, Danville. You know, you guys are everywhere. Of course, North Carolina, Virginia is really holding it down. It's not just my store. I'm just here to represent the state. Yeah, they're killing it.
Hey, I will say, same. We got Squirrel Hill and Homestead. Everybody holds it.
Well, I appreciate you guys being on the show, taking some time. Yeah, for anyone out there listening, it's a close race between Virginia and Pennsylvania. They got a close neck and neck with the customers and everything that goes on in store. So congrats to you guys. That's awesome. I'm gonna hit these questions while we're here. If you guys can hit it with me,
Let's do it.
And then we're gonna talk about 420 and stuff, because I have a great plan, but I have some questions. Take this on, fellas. Are botanical terps as effective in modulating the experience as cannabis-derived terps? What do you guys think?
No.
I would agree. I would agree on IBNA. If you guys have checked out the IBNA website at all, I got to check this out. Maybe Christina can pull it up for us in the back end, but I believe they're all cannabis-derived, and these are our terpenes that we just rolled out. What's up, Tyler? You got something to say?
No, I was like that. To me, that question was very tricky though, because like I was trying to use botanical as in like not a natural substance, versus because it said cannabis at the end, and I'm like, well, so yes and no, maybe.
Okay. So they are botanical, but these guys, I think it comes down to it. I do enjoy cannabis terpenes. Don't get me wrong. Like I think that is what I would select as well. These guys, though, have a really good technology. It's and I would say the highest end technology. If you guys have checked them out at all,
I tell you, I was wrong because I smoked the IBNA. Those are the Lamborghini versions. Like, don't get me wrong, I love everything else, but something about those IBNAs just they hit a little bit right.
Strawberry shortcake is probably my all-time favorite. The aromatics and the flavor of that, plus oh my god, that's a creeper too. Because I'm just hitting it. Oh, it's all right. Oh man.
Yeah, there's a whole episode on that Ebna, by the way, if anybody's interested. We go real deep into terpenes with actual rep from Ebna. Again, we push out the information that they give us in the store. So if you guys want some, these guys have that information on them. There's one more question up here too. Anything that children or pets should not have access to, store it properly. That is the parent's job. True that. True that. Those bull rows. You guys would have to agree with that, huh?
Definitely. It's always like I actually just got a lockbox for Christmas. I love it. It has like little 3 dials on it. And to be honest with you, like I cherish that because I put everything in there. That way there's no real access to it. And if my kids happen to walk past my room and see my door open and see that box there, then that's, it's just a box.
Don't touch it.
And it's locked. Yeah, don't touch anything. Yeah. But that's definitely responsibly storing your stuff is top notch.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're making such like a big deal of it laws wise when it comes to cannabis and storing it. I mean, it's like they mentioned on it. I think we've done it multiple times in the podcast. Is same as alcohol. It's same as anything when it comes to children, pets, whatever. So the difference doesn't make sense.
No, and I say that all the time, especially when it comes to alcohol, because it's like you have 30 bottles at the house or the bar, or however many people have, and it's just okay and it's fine. Or they can go to a party at the house. I mean, a party at the event place, wherever you want to have it. And everybody just so happens to be drinking, but nobody cares. But if we have a party with weed, it's just going to be a raid. Oh, you're smoking weed in here. They're drinking beer next door.
They hit on that. They hit on all that earlier too, in the podcast there. Yeah, it's all comes down to accountability. These guys store properly, store it away.
I think all of our parents had to hide cleaning supplies when we were younger too. So it's this, cleaning supplies right there.
Mr. Yuck sticker.
420 fellas.
Let's talk 420.
That's good.
Okay, I had to say this for anybody who's watching too. Anything short of having a concert at every location.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah, right. We got to just all host some concerts. Shit, I even have a sample bag right here. As soon as I get some blessings, they're gonna be bigger than this, but similar. I don't know if you guys are around for the tote boxes. This is going to be a little amplified version. Hoping to do some custom stuff if we get enough time. If we get these blessings in time to buy this stuff. Custom the dispensary merch, T-shirt. You're gonna get some stuff in here, like good stuff. Handed out to. I don't have a number yet, but a lot of our customers on 420 we want to invite you guys all to share whatever you find in the bag, and I'm hoping to do like one Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket. You get something really cool. Again, all this is just an idea until I get a yes or no, which I'm currently waiting on. That would be the plan right there.
From the look of it, I think we both say yes. If you're waiting on us for the yes or no, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, most definitely. You know how hyped people would be for something like that? Like, and then they're going to wonder if someone else won. Like, oh, where'd the tickets go? Did someone get in a VA and all of that? Like, oh, definitely. Yeah, that's fun. Because I want to know who won. Where'd it go?
Turn into our social media, find out who won what. Show us what you got, because especially if the packages are going to be different. I don't know about everybody else, but if it's a choice of buying something I know or a mystery, I'm always that sucker. I was like, let's take a chance.
Yeah, so, you never know what you're going to get.
There's going to be some cool. I'd like to be cool. I like having the custom stuff, but just a good pack for the day you can use on 420 items, maybe some product. Yes,
definitely. And see, like Tyler said, a good social media thing would be like post it on there, post and see what you got, see who won what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was flooded. Yeah, that'd be great.
I think it's good. I think the golden ticket, and I see a comment 1 per state maybe. And I can see that being fair. Brandon's shaking his head, but I don't see Will or Nikki on here, so it's a possibility, folks. My job to stay in Virginia. Hopefully, I'm on after this podcast after that comment. But yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think customers would be super hyped, especially because it's Christmas for us, So I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So like I said, I would love. Thank you, David. I think it's I thought it was pretty cool. We did the tote boxes before, but this is just going to be a little bit more quality version. I'd like them to be like really nice, like good for the people, anybody who gets it. But if you come to the store early that day, be the first few people to get them. That's something like that is what you'd be getting. So, okay, cool. I love the feedback. I mean, I just kind of throw those ideas out there. Hopefully you guys like them.
Oh, definitely. The more involved the people get, and that's really what it is. Like last year when they had the bong, more people were like, "Oh, can we do more of these coming soon?" I was like, "I hope so." You
Can we
know?
do more of these coming?
Yeah, can we do more raffles and stuff? Because it's very interactive. It's like we were talking about with the Kings and Queens cards. Like people love those. That's what I'm telling people. But you have people who are so stuck in their ways, they're just on the same cards. And I'm like, listen, it's going to be right by the end of June, and the next thing you know, you got to try to get these 10 because you want to be stuck on the same 5. Like, got to spread it out.
That's the next question. What if anybody's out there does the flavor challenge? What
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think? Is that
No, he nailed it. We got customers too that are just like, I would have never tried this because it doesn't sound like their flavor palette, but they're just like, the flavor is really good because maybe they had a bad experience with somebody else, you know, and like it's really good and the effects are a lot better than what they're usually smoking. Because again, changing up product, changing up your cannabinoids, always keep it in guessing is always a good way to, you know, keep that level you're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's doing great, I think.
Yeah.
cool? That's good too. If anybody's listening to the flavor challenge, when we first did it, I have a picture of the very first flavor challenge, by the way. Like I'm shaking his hand. I'm like, congratulations. You just did this. Is the first. And he's like super pumped in this picture. He's like this big cheesy smile on his face.
Oh, heck yeah, 5% off for life. Yes.
He's like, yeah, that's right. You get some discount for life.
All right.
You get a name on your on a plaque. You get some stuff on it. I'm thinking maybe a nice pin or a card. But that'll get you something for life. So nice. I know we're on a time limit tonight. We like to keep it to 9 minutes. I think that's about it. Fellas, you got anything else for the people before we sign off? Thanks for the feedback, by the way.
If you are coming to Virginia, come hang out. I know you're going to be in Pennsylvania on your way up, making your way all the way to headquarters to go hang out with the fun people out in Wisconsin. Come see us in Virginia. Don't feel overwhelmed by the way we have to do our things. We'll talk to you. We'll get it. You know, we're here to educate. Everybody in the stores is ready to talk to you. Come in, live chat with us. Any one of the stores. We're all glad to see y'all.
Curtis?
Definitely, like he was saying, if you're ever in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, stop in and see us at one of the 3 stores we have downtown Pittsburgh. I'll be here all the time. Come see the smiling face. We have our Squirrel Hill location where we also do our buds and brushes. Come do buds and brushes. You know, that's one of my babies. And then we have our Homestead location, which is our newest location. Is on and popping. It's down by our waterfront area, so it's a really good time there. A couple scenes, and then come up and get some marijuana. You know, or come downtown and see us. We'll always be here for you. Like Tyler said, we got you.
Appreciate you guys coming on. That's it for the Dispensary Live. We have a podcast, Bacon and Hash, on Mondays at 11. Catch this third Thursday every month. It's hard to say all day, but third Thursday every month. You catch us here on the Dispensary Live, and like, comment, subscribe, share it.
Have a good one, guys. All right.
Have a good one.